I don't know what that was. I was trying to make the intro kind of interesting. Just roll the intro. What's going on, guys? I'm Weston Mack, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have another reaction video. We have Rwby, Volume 9, Episode 5. We're already on Episode 5. That's kind of crazy. It does not feel like 5 weeks have passed so far. It's kind of insane. Anyways, once again, changing up the room again. Sometimes I have it over there, sometimes over here. This time around, I have one of my shelves so you can actually see. Let me see if I can do this. So, like half of the figures over there are just Rwby figures. So you have Team Rwby up here. See, in real life, they're actually in the right order, but for some reason on the camera, they're reversed. Some SAO figures. I'm losing my mind trying to do this. Evangelion figures. This is so much harder than it actually looks. Rwby Cusp sockets, and then the Rwby pop-up parade, not pop parade, pop-up parade's up there. The Rwby, whatever those figures, and then also the very bottom, like right there, is the Nindroids. I'll take a picture and I'll post it in like one of the corners or whatever. You can also see that normally on my TikTok as well. Anyways, that took so much like mental strain on my like well-being. I don't know what. Man, it's been a long 5 weeks. So, Rwby Volume 9, Episode 5 reaction. Last episode we had the Hungry Caterpillar kind of make all of our girls go a little crazy with the smoke. We saw he literally had the smoke. So Team Rwby then saw their previous selves in like a more distorted type way, and everybody but Rwby kind of fought their past demons, and Rwby is still struggling. I was about it that episode. There wasn't a ton that happened other than just some like character type moments. It was really cool though. Okay, so we're halfway through the season, so my best bet is we will see either a lot of Neo, a lot of Jean, or something like that. At this point, I'm a little worried for our boy Jean that we have not seen him yet, and Neo needs to get on the villain bus so we actually understand what the heck her plan is going to be. Because if she just shows up at the final 2 episodes of the season and she has a new semblance, they fight like once and that's it, that's gonna be kind of lame, if I'm being totally honest. So I'm at least hoping for some type of like Neo interaction or Neo plan or something like that. At least if we don't have that, I will take plenty of Jean. We have a whole Jean episode, I'll take it, but I need to see Neo at this point. So that's my prediction. Either we're seeing Neo or we're seeing Jean. Yeah. Okay, that's about it. I don't have much to say other than that. Let's go ahead and get into the reaction. Okay, so now it's reaction time of Rwby Volume 9, Episode 5. I just had a stroke. All right, we're just gonna start this. Jeez. I don't know what that was. Oh, I gotta move my mouse. Complete jam. So good. See, either one of those two that just popped up, we need to see them this episode. Please. Please. This intro slaps. I don't have much to say about this intro anymore. I've seen it so many times. I'm turning it down a little bit because it is a little loud. It's definitely gonna go down as probably one of my favorite intros. I do want to make a video containing more Rwby type stuff, so I'd love to do like favorite intros or like favorite episodes or something like that. This, even though I promise it's not the bias of like, ooh, new, I love. It's actually a really good intro. So I've seen all these locations so far. That's all of them. So at this point, the only things we're missing is Jean from this. I wonder what those clocks mean, because so what I'm thinking with those clocks is it might be related to the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland, because this is a little bit inspired by that with the smoking caterpillar and stuff like that. So maybe Jean's, because he's based off of Joan of Arc, so maybe his inspiration might change, or at least might be interfered with by the White Rabbit when it comes to time, maybe manipulation. I don't know. Okay, it's time to start the actual reaction. Oh man. Okay, so they're now leaving there. They're booking it. Wait, what happened?
Where's the cat?
I'm
I'm so glad the four of you
There's
are
the
still
cat.
the four of you.
I've come around on the cat at this point. It was a little annoying at first, but he isn't as bad
You're
now.
the one who ditched us in the first place.
He did.
Which, by the way, was how we ended up in that mushroom house to begin with. You know, where that delirious caterpillar guy tried to drug us
Yeah.
and then was swallowed up by a freaking hole in the ground?
Yeah, that did
Yes,
happen.
Yes. Alex had a similar reaction the first time she saw someone return to the ever after.
Talk about Alex, please. Talk about Alex.
Well, I suppose it is. But not the way you think. If you think like Alex.
He is
seems like
now
you do.
annoying me again. Oh my gosh. Just talk about Alex, man. We just want to hear about Alex. It'll help us way more in this journey.
We're here.
I'm also in a swivel chair, so you might see me like do this. I'm just happy. Oh shoot, are we at the tree? No, but we're in like a... Oh, more people. Are those the little like toy people? Rocking horse fly. I moved my mouse. Oops, I'm gonna just put that over there.
Run.
So, Cat, going to explain to us how a giant caterpillar disappearing into a hole isn't how it seems?
Yeah. He's
When we
getting way
break
too much
or
enjoyment
wear
out of
out
this.
Or simply finish what we were made to do, we're called back. But Herb, his heart was too weak to listen.
His heart?
So I gave him a little bit of mine.
Oh.
Is he dead?
No.
So the Cheshire Cat can influence other people using his heart? His heart, I guess.
Now that Herb's properly returned, he'll be fixed up nice and made into the Herb he wanted to be when he was still Herb. Then he'll come back and find his purpose.
Huh.
Could be the same as before.
This is and now another character bringing up purpose, because Little brings up purpose as well.
Will he remember anything?
Also, his name's Herb, so he deals with herbs.
What would be the point of that?
And the curious cat is curious.
Just like Alex, you lot. I know, where you're from, things
Huh.
die. But we're just not like you at all. We
So they sort of... Oh, they
Herb
ascend.
will have a purpose again.
That's impossible. Things have to die someday. Right?
Right?
Goodness no.
Oh my gosh, Penny.
Though I suppose there is a creature.
I'm gonna get into that later.
That's not the
Oh,
sort of
I am
thing to talk
theory
about.
crafting in the middle of this. Oh my gosh. So I'm thinking
Wait,
Jean might be
So,
broken
what
and might not have a purpose.
is that
We might see him as like the knight or like the armorer type person.
It was all very sad. The Red King couldn't cope when he lost to Alex.
Mm-hmm.
A crying mess. Thankfully, he was called back and fixed up. And
Now he's the prince. Okay. So they can sort of like reincarnate or
Prince was
ascend,
worse.
sort of.
The prince isn't supposed to be nice. He's meant to play the game and win. No
Oh.
matter what.
So Alex
So
broke the
that's
purpose
why
of
he
that
cheats
person.
when the Red King didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
But that still doesn't explain why the Red Prince was so much meaner.
While the prince may not remember Alex's deception after ascending, the heart very rarely forgets.
Yeah, so memories will reset
There was nothing
and
about
the
ascension
soul
in
will stay the
story.
same.
Of course not. Exposition is terribly boring. Even this conversation was, on the whole, rather tedious.
A little bit. We're getting exposition though. That it all loops.
Well, to make a Grogurt parfait, one needs a bushel
A
of rummy
Grogurt.
ivy, one good-sized spicy potato, the lint off a griffin's sweater. Ethel's dragons and more should have that.
Okay.
Which is right next to.
I'll never remember all of that.
I can procure those. But
What are they
there's
gonna have to
another
do?
Ingredient we must have that's only available on the 3rd level.
Okay.
Some nose hair from a leprechaun.
Gross.
If you retrieve that while I go get the rest.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess at that
I
point.
guess so.
Look for the teapot, lady. She'll
Ruby's
have
so
it.
confused.
Now,
Jeez
off you go.
Louise. That's kind of adorable. And he is already getting distracted.
Guess I'd better go with the cat so they don't get distracted by a shiny doorknob and never come back. I'll go with you.
Get me as far away as possible from any nose hairs, please.
I'll go with you, Ruby.
Oh. Alright, so Team Ruby splitting up and going with the cat.
Nice try, kitty.
But we're coming along.
Okay. Rwby's on her own with Little then. And team, oh, that's so adorable. Did he just, he did just walk literally off screen. That was, he's getting robbed.
Onward!
Don't you dare. Oh my gosh, I thought Little's about to fall asleep again.
Teapot lady. Teapot lady.
Teapot lady. You gotta be kidding me. Please don't. Oh no, I have a bad feeling about this. It's a burning sword. That last emblem thing. Penny's blade.
Does that one interest you?
Who are you?
I thought this was lost forever.
Huh.
How do you have it?
This has to be some type of like illusion or
Nothing.
dream.
No one is ever truly lost.
Ooh, I don't like this person already. Oh my gosh, Penny.
And what of you?
Oh my gosh.
Are you lost?
No.
What is that face?
I just,
What are those
my
weapons?
friends went somewhere else.
That weapon in the back kind of looks like an axe version of Crow's thing.
Ruby, I don't think we're supposed to be here.
I don't think so either, Little. You gotta get out of there,
Are
man.
you her guide, little one?
Yes, Ruby is my friend, and I want to help her get home.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't know where that is or how to get there.
Don't say that, Little. Because she's gonna think you're lost and try to, like, fix you. Oh, she doesn't have eyes.
You seem to be carrying a rather large burden with you.
Her, like, hair's like... See that
I'm fine.
axe?
I can handle
It's so detailed compared to all the other weapons. I have a feeling that might come into play.
Change your mind, you may choose any one of these you like. And set your burden down.
Oh. That wasn't... So that was... Oh, Alex! That's Alex!
I already have a weapon.
Crescent Rose.
I did.
And yet, here you are.
Hmm.
Searching
Grab the
for
axe.
something else that you do not even know.
Ooh, I bet that was another one of Alex's weapons or something. Ooh. Who is... Is that Summer Rose?
Ruby? Who are you talking to? Did you
What's
retrieve
that?
the note hair?
That looked like Summer Rose and the silver eyes. What?
Well, no, not just yet. But Ruby, come on. We got everything else. I'm sorry.
Is that the teapot
Oh
lady?
my gosh. No way. They just dropped that. Also, it's an adorable character.
Looking for
That's a pretty
hairs?
adorable character. I don't know what just happened there. That was Summer Rose, right? I'm not losing it.
Woohoo! A festival.
I'm stunned. Oh, they have the hair. Oh, the Jabberwocky.
Or not.
That's the guy from the first episode. Don't.
We need those leprechaun nose hairs. No time. Here, I'll give you this. It carries a mother's promise.
Oh.
This is exceedingly bad.
Crescent.
Wait.
The Crescent
what's a
Rose.
Jabberwocker?
It's a truly terrible creature. If the Jabberwocker eats one of us, we do not ascend.
Oh.
How do we make the parfait thing?
Come on, you gotta hurry up at this point. You gotta go beat up that Jabberwocky because she does not have a weapon right now.
And we'll have to shrink you back again. And that's a completely different potion.
Ooh, are they gonna? Is one of them gonna grow? I'm calling it. Hey, they're back.
It wasn't enough.
Rwby. Oh no. You gotta be kidding me. It's on the... Okay, that he didn't get affected by it. He did get affected by it. You gotta be kidding me. They're kind of like weirdly small and large at the same time. Oh, it's the bird from earlier.
What's he doing here?
I gave him something new to do for the moment. Now go.
So he can affect other people's like purposes, and he gave him a purpose to fight. Oh no! Oh my gosh, Rwby. Oh, Jean, he's back, baby! Let's go! Oh, sick. Jean's back in action, baby.
It's the Rusted Knight. Get the parfait.
Or Rusted Knight. It's gonna be Jean. That's so cool. Oh, it's like a, what's it called? Like a jackalope thing.
Finally.
Oh yeah. New song.
Rwby, follow me.
Let's go. Oh, Yang's not done with you. Come on. We're not. We're. Oh. See. Teamwork, baby. Oh. Oh. That was sick. It kind of.
Leo?
I was about to say that was. It was a fake.
There's only supposed to be one.
Oh, she can duplicate other things.
What? Run!
That's 100% Jean. That's like a metallic voice type Jean.
Rwby, come on.
Go. We'll hold them off.
Oh, they just killed that one guy. How are they gonna get out of there? He's still using the sword and the shield. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez. Nia's already finally making her entrance at this point. Oh no. Look what they've done again. That's what they're gonna be thinking at this point. Jeez.
I am so tired of leaving places in ashes.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, how have they not realized it's Jean yet?
I can't believe it. The Rusted Knight. In
Blake.
person.
You did good, Juniper.
Juniper. Back on track. Ah, Jean. Oh.
You finally made it.
Oh my gosh, Jean. That was the ending too. Wow. Oh, Jean. He's not gonna make it out of here. Oh my gosh. And I called it. It was the time stuff. And also I got my... It's like monkey's paw. I got Jean back, but now he's like 40 years old. Dang it, man. So yeah, the time thing did actually matter to some extent. It looks like Jean, wherever he landed up, he ended up... The purpose of him was... Oh, that's so cool. His concept art. Without helmet. He's 6'1", yeah. And that's the base of Jean. Okay, so looks like his purpose was changed, and when he arrived, he probably was just broken. He killed Penny. Yeah, he killed Penny. She should be, if she's actually dead, she passes on the maiden trait. Okay, give me like 2 seconds. I'm gonna theory craft for like 5 seconds here, and it's a good episode. So that was Rwby Volume 9, Episode 5, the Parfait Predicament. I'm willing to guess that's actually Parfait, or I don't think it's Parfait, or it would be Fate. No, it's probably Parfait. I got what I asked for. I got Jean and I got Neo. In the two possible worst ways, Jean is now like 40 and Neo figured out how to use her semblance on other creatures, including the Jabberwocky, which apparently prevents people from reincarnating or ascending. So in the whole ascending part, now it's all starting to make sense. So Little from the very beginning asked what's Rwby's purpose and if being a Rwby is a purpose or whatever. Even the smoking caterpillar guy, Herb, he didn't even understand it, as well as he couldn't understand the purpose of being a huntsman while your name is something else or whatever. And so the Cheshire, or the Curious Cat, then explains that your name normally coincides with your purpose, and not in the case of the Jabberwocky, since it doesn't have a purpose and is more just take other people's purposes or stop them from ascending. And if your purpose is ruined or messed up, you'll get removed from wherever you're at and be sort of reincarnated and ascended. So that's what happened to the king, to the prince, and most likely Herb will turn into something else, but I don't think we'll get to see that by the end of the season. And so whenever Jean arrived, his purpose was changed. So how the king could be de-aged into the prince, I have a feeling when Jean was brought in, while he hasn't, there's a good chance he's spent the exact same amount of time Team Ruby's been there, maybe. But he was reincarnated, ascended into the Rested Knight from the story. So that's the general gist of what I'm getting from it. Now, Jean was alive when he came down. Penny, because things can't be dead there's a chance Penny might have been reincarnated, but she was definitely dead. Because whenever you're dead and you have the maiden, it's based off of who was the last person you saw, I believe, unless it's not somebody who can take on the maiden form. So that's why Jean had to kill her, is because then she got to choose who the maiden passed on to at that point, and she can't pass it on if she's still alive. So I don't think they would have like reanimated. Oh my gosh, that would be terrible if they reanimated Penny and she was now like a puppet, not even like a robot, but like the toy puppet. I don't even want to think about that because that would just be messed up. I mean, I would love to have Penny back, but for her to be a real girl finally and her arc complete, to put her back on the other end at that point, and I don't think she'd be able to come because puppets wouldn't be able to live in the world of Remnant, so she'd only be around for a little bit longer. Also, notice how I'm more theory crafting than actually reacting to the episode. That's just how insane that ending was. The area was really cool as well. It was neat having another sort of like home base type area. So now we have Little's kingdom, you have the Red Heart kingdom, and then you have the swamp meeting area and trading and market stuff. Of course, you'd have a whole bunch of just random little like trinkets or whatever, and sort of like Alice in Wonderland type, eat this and then grow, or drink this and shrink or whatever. I assume that was what was going to happen. He did mention something growing. Oh yeah, that's what it was. So I was like, as soon as he said that, don't eat too much of this or it'll grow too much, I was kind of expecting like Yang or somebody to be like 40 feet tall, but it turned out that the Jabberwocky was going to be the one who was going to eat it. Speaking of the Jabberwocky, that thing is freaky, man. It was kind of cool at first when it was like by itself, but now there's like 50 billion of those things. They're way worse than, because it took 3 of them to really take it down, at least easily. I don't know. That'd be hard to take on multiple of those because they aren't like grim, especially like the Beowulfs that are pretty easy to take out. And then you sometimes have like the alpha ones or whatever, but they're much stronger than just the regular grim Beowulfs or even like Ursai. I mean, Yang took out a Ursai on her own. Yeah, that is a higher level threat. I feel that is going to be much harder to take out. And now that we have Jean, I feel like we'll get a little bit of explanation of why he is like how he is. We'll get more explanation about Penny, that armorer person as well. I knew that weapon's going to like reveal something. I think by the end of this season, we'll see Crescent Rose, but Rwby will use that other axe thing and maybe even bring it back. Oh my gosh. If we can get a scene of Rwby bringing back the axe and giving it to Crow or whatever. Now this puts into question about what was real and what wasn't in that sort of dream sequence. I don't think Rwby would have seen Summer's weapon. She might have. And she might have been inspired by that to make Crescent Rose, but I think she was more inspired by Crow to make Crescent Rose. And then Penny's blade was there, but then disappeared and turned into Alex's knife. And then saw Alex in that, and then saw Summer in the axe as well. So there's a small chance that the Ever After has a sort of memory tied to it, and it remembers Alex, it remembers the deeds that Alex did, which was not that long ago, and then it also remembers the deeds, just the general other stuff about the world. So it remembers Alex and the blade and all the stuff that happened with Alex's story. So was Alex the first person there? Could Summer Rose have been down there at one point, which would be insane and would explain the disappearance and also redirects where her fate could have lied, because she went and fought Salem. I don't think she would have gone on her own just to fight Salem. She would have done something else to take out Salem, and maybe the Ever After has something that would help fight Salem, because while it would be good just to have a whole season where the characters sort of get a reset and are able to better understand themselves, and maybe that's what pushes them to finally defeat Salem in the final 3 volumes, it would be beneficial if, leaving the Ever After, they come out with something that is otherworldly, and maybe even the 5th relic. That would be crazy. So that's my general theory crafting. I can just keep going on and on, but yeah, I'll break down more of what I think is going to happen maybe next week, as I'll have more time to think about it and more time to rewatch it as well if I miss anything. I think one thing a little to end off here that's interesting is that Rwby has given up a lot of who she is at this point, or at least, let me rephrase that. She's having to go through a lot when it comes to her own identity. She doesn't have Crescent Rose, so she can't be a huntress and actually fight. She's relying on the other 3. She was literally cowering off to the side with the cat, and she can't help right now, meaning she can't be a huntress. That removes one of her identities. And now she's given up her emblem, Crescent Rose. So, actually, yeah, that was actually kind of a cool transition. I do have this, which is the exact replica of, I think, the Volume 4 one, which is the same as the Volume 7 one. She's giving up more and more pieces of herself at this point, and she's going to have to sort of reinvent herself by the end of the season. And she's obviously questioning that since the caterpillar, since all this has gone down. Yeah, she's heading toward a dead end, sort of. I don't know where the heck she's going to keep going lower and lower at this point. We might see her break down even more, like break down more of her self, whether she's a huntress, whether she's a daughter, whether she's Rwby Rose, what her purpose is. Yeah, there's so much to go over. Yeah, there's just so much to, I guess, unpack in that episode for one. But they're going to have to get a lot of work done in the next 5 episodes, because I think there's only 5 episodes left. At this point, I'm going to cut myself off again. I'm just rambling and theory crafting. I keep shaking the camera. I'll talk more about this probably in the next episode. But yeah, that's about it for the general talk and after talk about this. This is such a crazy episode. I also hope you guys like this layout. Next week, it'll be a little different. I'm on vacation, so I'm going to still try to get the episode out. It'll be out on time, but whether I'll have spoilers that might happen, because I don't know if I'll be able to record on that day. So just keep that in mind. You might see a different background or the same, depending on where I'm at. So that was my reaction to Volume 9, Episode 5 of Rwby, the Parfait Predicament. Of course, the last episode was called the A Cat Most Curious, if you wanted to know about that. Yeah, great episode, and I think you guys should subscribe to keep watching me watch these episodes, because that's really cool if you do. Like my outro, because normally in my outro I normally put something like